flight today. Like I promised, we're going to go ahead and make a little bit of a longer flight. Then I get a little time in the afternoon. We're going to go to St. Martin. Not traditionally a place where Southwest flies to. In fact, they don't at all. But we're going to fly there, and we're going to make history, I guess. Not really. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, the airplane is already in a turnaround state on external power. Just need to turn on the position lights, and everything else should be ready to go. But first things first here, we're going to go ahead and get our flight plan in. And make sure that Pilot2ATC accepts it. Which it looked like it did. So, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves connected here.
NASA INTL Information Alpha. 1400 Zulu weather. Wind 110 at 11, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 30, dew point -9. Altimeter 2994. Arriving runway 09, departing runway 09. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
Well, they say 09 in X-plane, but Pilot2ATC says 14, so we're going to go with what ATC says. So, let's go ahead and get this filed. It's taking a minute thinking about it. Come on. There we go. It thought about it, and it's still runway 14. So, runway 14 it is. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at our flight plan here. We're going to be flying to, what is it? Tango November Charlie Mike, otherwise known as St. Martin, flight level of 330. Our zero fuel weight today will be 102,000 pounds. We're going to be taking 19.5 thousand pounds of fuel. And that's good for that, so let's go ahead and get the guys to fuel us up here. Our first of all, our zero fuel weight, 102.4. 102.5 will do it. Oh, come on. There we go. 102.5. Well, actually, we're going to randomize this. There we go, 102.5. All right. We're going to take 19.5 thousand pounds of fuel. Let that start. Alright. While I'm up here, I might as well go ahead and set this for flight level 330. And landing altitude is 14 feet, so 10 will do it. Alright. Put you into plan mode. And 19.5. Zero fuel weight is 102.5. Our reserves will be 1.4. Cost index is 5. Wow, okay. Cruise height will be 330. Cruise winds 324 at 30. Temperature deviation will be plus 13. Alright, we'll just leave that in there for now. And we are at Mike, Yankee, November, November. And we're going to Tango, November, Charlie, Mike. We are SWA 133. Alright, route. Donez. We're going to pick up Airway Alpha 555 to DDP. And then SJU. Direct. And then we're going to pick up route RTE6. To STT. And there we'll pick up B520. To Juice. Alright. Alright, so that's good. Let's go ahead and temps are fine for now. We're not going to be on the ground that long. Okay. Just going to get rid of you for a minute. We're going to get ready to receive our instructions from ATC. Southwest 133, ready to copy.
Southwest 133 is cleared to Tango November Charlie Mike, fly the FREDY2 departure, with the Freddy transition, then as filed. Expect departure runway 14. Maintain, 4,000 feet. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Squawk 3336.
Southwest 133 is cleared to Tango November Charlie Mike. Expect departure runway 14. Maintain 4,000 feet. Squawk 3336.
Southwest 133 read back correct. Altimeter 29907 contact ground on 121.7 when ready for pushback. Have a good morning.
Wilco, Southwest 133. Alright, you said ground on 121.7. So 121.7. Alright. And I know that's a good altimeter. Let's go ahead and get the... It did actually give us a SID. That's going to be the Freddy 2. No transition. Or the Freddy transition, the default transition. And from runway 14. So Freddy to Donez. Then juice. Juice, we're going to do RNAV. Yeah, this is going to be RNAV to runway 10 with the Sluggo transition. Alright. Let's see how this goes. To Sluggo. Oh, we just hit an error. Well, this could be interesting. Well, that's the end of that. Okay, now we have to figure out how we're gonna figure this out. Well, only one thing to do now. Let's reset the aircraft. Put it back on ground power. 19.5, I believe it was. For fuel, 102, 10.6. That's right. All that is right. Okay, let's do it again, shall we? Gotta love the IXEG. Alright. Better to have it on the ground than in the air, I say. Alright. Zero fuel weight is 102.5. 19.5 for fuel. Reserves will be 1.4. Cost index was 5. Cruise altitude is 330. Winds are 324 at 030 and plus 13. Alright. Route. Let's do this again. To we're taking off from runway 14. And we're departing Freddy 2 with the Freddy transition. Alright. Freddy 2 with the Freddy transition to Danez. Picking up a 5. Getting off at DDP. Then direct to SJ. Picking up route RT6 to getting off at STT. And then picking up Bravo 520. Going to Juice. Alright. Let's activate that. RNAV to 10. I'm so scared to do this. I don't want to mess it up. RNAV to 10. No transitions. Execute. Hey, it worked. Look at that. Alright. We gotta reset our pressure controller. 330. Really messes with your flows when that happens. Alright, N1 limit, we're not going to derate. I don't own the plane. Where is it? Cost of center gravity is 10.6. So, 147. One 138, and 136, which will be right there next to it. Alright. Well, at least that's good. Our radios are still tuned correctly. Turn this on so I can see. All nice and bright panels. Alright. I know there's storms rolling in, so I kind of want to get out of here before that becomes a factor. Alright. Position lights are on. Let's go ahead and tell people they need to start sitting down. APU's been running this whole time. It shouldn't be a problem. We got enough fuel. Oh. Durr. And go ahead and turn on the yaw damper. We'll turn that on. Get the flight directors going. The screens are going to reset. We're going to put that back into map mode. And I think that's everything for now. Pretty sure I may be forgetting something, but we'll figure it out en route. Alright. Southwest 133, ready for pushback.
Southwest 133 pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Southwest 133. Alright, it says electric. Okay, oh, because of the pitot heat. Alright. Okay. Oh. Well, where do we need to go, first of all? We're gonna go... You guys need to leave. We're gonna push back to my left, tail to my left. So... Alright. I know. 3236 and on from standby. Alright. And plug it in. Let's push back. Fuel's on. That's on. Let's go ahead and start 1. Or 2. Starting 2. Starting 1. That's good for there. Alright. Taxi on. Shut these windows here. And pitot heat on. Yaw damper's already on. Set flaps for 5. Alright. Let's taxi out. Southwest 133. Ready to taxi. Runway 14.
Southwest 133 taxi to runway 14 via taxiways Lima 2, Hotel, hold short runway 14.
Taxi via Lima 2, Hotel, hold short runway 14, Southwest 133.
Southwest 133 taxi to 14.
Alright. Let's adjust our seat in real life. Alright. Well, this is where we're going out. It's a nice thing about being on these island airports of short taxis. We'll deal with the fuel imbalance from running the APU in a minute. I don't like running the APU for long periods of time, just because it gets the fuel all wonky.
Southwest 133 contact tower on 119.5, have a nice flight.
Tower on 119.5, Southwest 133, good day. 119.
NASA INT. NASA INT.
Okay, so pressure is on. All that's good. That's on. RTO. Transponder squawking. Alright. Southwest 133. Ready for takeoff. Runway 14.
Southwest 133 winds are 100 at 12 knots cleared for takeoff. Runway 14.
Clear for takeoff. Southwest 133. Alright, let's go. I think... There we go. I'm gonna line up and
Approaching 14.
hit it with big thrust here. Just because I don't know how long this runway is. Exactly.
On runway 14.
Toga power. 145 is our... Well, that'll just have 147, I believe. And I'm running off the runway. This is why. That's okay, we got it. V1, rotate. There we go. And DNAV, LNAV, autopilot. Gear up.
Southwest 133 climb and maintain, 1000 feet. Southwest 133 contact center on 123.8. Have a good morning.
123.8, Southwest 133, good day. 123.8. Southwest 133, climbing to 11,000 feet.
Southwest 133 good morning. Radar contact.
Bye-bye. Oh wow. Fudge. Now we're still well above icing conditions. ahead and start switching off the landing lights.
Southwest 133 climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb and maintain 190, Southwest 133.
Southwest 133 maintain flight level 190.
Maintain flight level 190, Southwest 133. It's real specific about phraseology sometimes. Not a fast climb out by any means. I think we're clear of the clouds. From this point forward, we'll be above them. Top of climb at 84 miles, it says.
Southwest 133 climb and maintain flight level 270.
Climb and maintain flight level 270, Southwest 133. Now it's doing something weird.
Altimeter setting.
Oh, sorry. There you go. I'm reviewing what this has compared to what Pilot2ATC has. Because it just threw a I'm glad we didn't click on that because it's asking us to do this now. To runway 10. God, I hope this doesn't break it. Oh, alright.
Southwest 133 contact Miami Center on 127.22. Enjoy your morning.
127.22, Southwest 133, good day. So 127.22. Southwest 133, climbing to flight level 270.
Southwest 133, good morning. Radar contact.
Alright, so basically, Pilot2ATC gave me a star after takeoff. Well, it actually cleared out my flight plan for some reason. Why, I don't know. But now it has a star in it, and I'm looking at my flight plan, and I'm making sure that everything is still good. 2GM. Lessor. Mapon. Okay. That looks to be in line. Everything still looks good. So maybe we just dodged a bullet with that one.
Southwest 133, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb and maintain flight level 330, Southwest 133. Alright, get us all the way up to cruise. These clouds should be clearing up. Really a shame too, because got some nice Bahamas scenery down there. But you know what? This isn't real life, and we can always take a look. Nice. What is that? So I chose this route because I wanted to get to look at all the scenery I had just built. We'll see how it goes. Oh, there's... Oh, that's cloud cover. Where's that at? It's off to my right. Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind for the next scenery build. Look at using another source. Overall, though, I'd say the results are pretty good.
Southwest 133 contact ATC center on 124.62. Enjoy your morning.
124.62, Southwest 133, good day. Southwest 133 at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good morning. Radar contact.
Yeah, that's just satellite imagery getting the clouds. I don't know if I can even fix that without messing up everything else. May just be a trade-off. You are now free to move about the cabin. That's real good. Well, looks like 40% acceptable. Oh, that's even better. Let's just... see the line from the satellite striping. But, yeah. Weather going. Got a long way to go. Not even out of the Bahamas yet. I never used this thing, but it looks pretty good. Whoa, just had a wind shift, I think. It really shouldn't be this cloudy right now. I don't think anyway. Well, nonetheless. Top of descent in 720 nautical miles. Estimated time to arrival is 1 hour and 54 minutes at present speed. It's RNAV, so I don't even know why I was looking at this. 144. We may go flaps 40.
Southwest 133, contact ATC Center on 129.02. Enjoy your morning.
129.02, Southwest 133, good day. Southwest 133 with you at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good morning. Radar contact.
Yeah, nothing's perfect, I guess. We got enough fuel in the tanks. .26. I guess that's okay. Still have quite a ways to go. Leave you guys here with this, and I'll be right back. we at? Oh, we might want to tell ATC we're back on.
Southwest 133, contact Miami Center on 127.62. Enjoy your morning.
127.62, Southwest 133, good day. Southwest 133 at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good morning. Radar contact.
Actual time is 2300 Zulu, 2338, and it's 15:59 here, so definitely in the morning. Kind of wanted to arrive around midday to get a good view of the islands and everything. Slide over. Pressure's good. Temp's a little high. It's about okay in the cabin. A little warm. An hour and 30 minutes to top of descent. Not much to see out this side. Well, since we're here, play with some views. Whoa. Alright, let's try. It's my default. It's like being strapped to the back of the plane. Oh, I wish I could track that. It's like a flyby. No, no flyby. That's what I'm looking for. That's the stealth spot. Shift 2. Shift 4 is my go-to. Shift 2. You're not going to see anything from the runway. Way down here at the closest airport. There, you can't see me. So Shift 2. like it.
Southwest 133 contact Miami Center on 126.52. Have a good morning.
126.52, Southwest 133, good day. 126.52. Southwest 133 at flight level 330.
Southwest 133 good morning. Radar contact.
That's cool. I want to try X camera because I want to get those wing views. I wonder, I'm going to pause ATC here, and we're going to go for a little trip into the cabin. Oh wow. Okay, there's one of the leading edges. We're not quite to the wing yet. Look for the emergency exits, I guess. Let's see, that's probably the best place. Alright, so one more up. Let's go through here. We'll just jump over these seats. Jump over this seat. Oh yeah. That's cool. How about moving up? Oh, it's loading something. I think this is where we were before. Yep. It's pretty cool. Probably, oh, we're at the bulkhead. Oh, I think we're out the plane. Let's not go out of the plane, shall we? It's cool that the noise changes as you move back. I think this is default Lufthansa stuff. No opening lavatories. Oh. Oh, back down. And let's try to get down just a little bit, like right here. Then we'll go along. And we'll just kind of... Oh wow, that's cool. Alright, flight deck 10. And ATC back on. Think about where our fuel is at. 7.56. 1,000 pounds in each tank. So 1620.
Southwest 133 contact Miami Center on 128.52 enjoy.
128.52, Southwest 133, good day. Southwest 133 at flight level 330. No, we're good. I think Pilot2ATC is having an issue. We'll just wait, let it sort that out. Southwest 133 at flight level 330. Now this is an interesting error. So...
Southwest 133, good morning. Radar contact.
Okay, we're gonna let them chill. We're not gonna mess with it. $15 and we're halfway there. That's okay. 14.9 at top of this right now. Okay. I can live with that.
Southwest 133 contact Miami Center on 125.62. Enjoy your afternoon.
One 125.62, Southwest 133, good day. 62. Southwest 133 with you at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Can't really see anything from here. I should really try flying on VATSIM, but from what I understand, the coverage is spotty. So, I don't know, I should try it. I did try Pilot to let's see, what, Pilot Edge, and it was great. And but I realized just how much I don't know, especially in terms of looking at the charts and everything. Well, you know, I was flying in the States. Felt like an idiot the first time I used it. Got a 2-week free trial and only went on once. I guess I was a little intimidated. Definitely something I think I'm going to pony up for again and pay for. It's a great service. I just need to learn more before I do it. I was off on a star, an entry altitude into a star for Salt Lake City. Ended up going way around, and you know, it's the things that aren't written down, I think, that are the hardest to learn. I followed the ILS approach out on a, I think, 16 right or left, and landing south at Salt Lake City, and the guy asked me why I hadn't turned to final yet, and I didn't quite understand what would cause me to turn to final at that point, you know, before reaching the first fix on the approach. But, you know, there's lots of things I still need to learn, and when I learn them, I think I'll go back. But definitely would only want to fly in the States where there are charts available. Like right now, I have no idea where to get the charts for for these airports in the Caribbean or any other country. In the United States, it's real easy. The FAA makes everything available online. You just download them in PDF format and go. But not reading the charts on something that's available, there's no excuse for that, especially if you're on a network where everyone is of the utmost professional. I think they train, they use it as a training ground for a commercial training ground for pilots as well on Pilot Edge. So for now, we'll deal with Pilot2ATC. Sometimes it's a little buggy, and it does things I don't understand why it does them when it does them. But by far, it's probably it's a great tool.
Southwest 133, contact Miami Center on 125.75. Have a good one.
125.75 Southwest 133, good day. 125.75. Southwest 133 with you at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good afternoon. Radar contact.
It's crazy, it's Miami Center all the way out here. Let's turn off the clouds for a second. Nice. Thanks, Pilot2ATC. I appreciate that. Or, XEnviro. Let's turn it off for now. Alright. Turn it back on. I think from St. Martin. We'll head down to Aruba. Not today, but it'll be our next flight. We'll head down to Aruba and then back up to Jamaica. Stop over in Havana. And back up to Florida. I'd like to do a Mexico tour at some point. This is kind of my introductory Caribbean tour. Should be Haiti and the Dominican Republic should be coming up on my right. I don't think we can see anything. Nope.
Southwest 133 contact Miami Center on 127.32. Enjoy your afternoon.
127.32, Southwest 133, good day. Southwest 133 with you at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Miles to top of the sun. Could probably bump the speed up, and I don't know if I have the proper amount of fuel for it. So we're just gonna leave it. Still got 13,000, just 14,000 in the tanks. 14,000 in the tanks exactly. So we're still good. There is an airstrip down there. And it's got a blinking light. I think. I wonder how this would look at dark. Yep. Just pitch black. Oh, wrong direction. Twilight. I wanted to do twilight. There we go. Yeah, no lights on down there at all. I did see a blinking light. All things look to be in good working order. Pressure's still good. Engines appear to be running well. -25 on the outside. Alright. Yeah, the Dominican Republic is somewhere over there. It's just out of view. Kind of going out to the edge of the Caribbean here.
Southwest 133 contact Miami Center on 127.52. Good day.
127.52, Southwest 133. Good day. Southwest 133 with you at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Nope, just you in the open ocean. Back out there. Alright guys, I'm gonna go eat dinner real quick, so I'm gonna leave you with that.
Southwest 133 contact Miami Center on 124.82. Have a good afternoon.
124.82, Southwest 133, good day. 24.82. Southwest 133 at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Alright, so I'll leave you guys with that. And see you in a bit. we are back.
Southwest 133 contact ATC center on 128.9 or 5. Have a good one.
128.9 or 5, Southwest 133, good day. 5. Southwest 133 at flight level 330.
Southwest 133 good afternoon. Radar contact.
Wow, did it ever get cloudy? Holy cow. Well, I still want to see the scenery. So, we're going to CAVOC this. There we go. There's some Puerto Rico. Well, actually, no, that's not Puerto Rico. That's still the Dominican. All the Dominican. Puerto Rico's going to be over here. .2 and 267 nautical miles. Not what I was expecting in the Caribbean today. I guess I have that storm. TNCM. It says it's partly cloudy.
Southwest 133 contact ATC Center on 126.72. Enjoy your afternoon.
126.72 Southwest 133, good day. Southwest 133 at flight level 330.
Southwest 133 good afternoon. Radar contact.
Well, I'm just looking at the radar map here, and it looks like we will be in cloud cover from over Puerto Rico all the way over the British Virgin Islands. So, let's just take a little look here. Get closer to Puerto Rico and I'll turn it all back on. Off. Not storm cells, just rather thick cloud cover. Well, it is what it is for now. Yeah, we're going right down here. We'll shoot off. As we get closer to Puerto Rico. All right. Yeah, so I don't have a an approach plate for this runway, nor do I have information on the assigned star. I know. I shouldn't even have accepted it, but that's why this is simulation and not real life. So kind of going into it blind, hoping that the computers don't lead me wrong.
Southwest 133 contact ATC Center on 127.82. Have a good afternoon.
127.82 Southwest 133, good day. Southwest 133 with you at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Say weather for Southwest 133 at Tango, November, Charlie, Mike. Say weather at... Oh. Say weather at Tango, November, Charlie, Mike.
Weather at Tango November Charlie Mike is broken. Visibility is 6 miles. Winds are 104 at 12 knots. Cloud coverage is 1,800. Few clouds, 3,500. Broken. Current altimeter is 299.7.
Roger, Southwest 133. Okay. Getting close enough to kind of start thinking about our approach. Should be pretty close to Puerto Rico at this point. Oh yeah. Coming up on San Juan. It's almost it's a pretty big difference. To me, anyway. Three, two, one, and on. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hit the San Juan VOR and turn to 106.
Southwest 133 contact San Juan Oceanic Center on 118.75. Enjoy your afternoon.
118.75, Southwest 133, good day. 118.75. Southwest 133 with you at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good afternoon. Radar contact. Maintain flight level 330.
Roger, maintaining flight level 330, Southwest 133.
Southwest 133, maintain flight level 330.
Wilco, Southwest 133. Don't confuse it. Alright. 145. 145. And 140. Or where I'm gonna want to be. My approach ref. Now my assumption is this airport is more than sufficient to handle this 737 because they have a KLM flight in there once a day, I believe, 747. So, should be fine. Stupid clouds. Get stuck in the satellite imagery. Alright, I am going to go ahead and put it back on real mode here. $50 miles to the San Juan VOR. We just hit a crosswind. And we're going to be leaving on track 135. So we'll be going that way. 10.7. Oh, that's to SJU. To the San Juan. VOR 39. You can't download it.
Southwest 133 contact San Juan Oceanic Center on 135.7. Enjoy your afternoon.
135.7, Southwest 133, good day.
Southwest 133 expect the Oliva 1 arrival with the Sluggo transition for the RNAV approach to runway 10 with vectors to final at Princess Juliana International after LARP cleared direct Sluggo. Southwest 133 descend to cross Sluggo at 16,000 feet, then descend via the Oliva 1 arrival with the Sluggo transition altimeter 29907 at Princess Juliana International.
Roger, Southwest 133. Sluggo at 16,000. Okay. 16,000. Alright, she gave me a lot of instructions there. RNAV approach. Okay. Clear direct Sluggo. After LARP. Which is what that is. And 135.7. Southwest 133 at 330. I was just totally wrong. Southwest 133 at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good afternoon. Radar contact.
$18 miles from... Yep. $106. Next VOR is St. Thomas, 108.6. I don't think we've picked it up yet. 108.6. Track of 86.
Southwest 133 contact San Juan Oceanic Center on 128.65 good day.
128.65 Southwest 133, good day. 128.65. Southwest 133 with you at flight level 330.
Southwest 133 good afternoon. Radar contact.
Take a peek with no clouds. Yeah, you can definitely see the line here. Then the clouds all around. Oh wow, that's not what I... There's the airport. There's an airport. That looks like an airport. And clouds. Wow. We're almost there. 65 nautical miles to top of descent. Just on the other side of Passaic. We're going to be watching this real closely. Just because Sluggo we had to change. $280, $240. 22 mile from St. John's. The St. John VOR. Ooh, this looks pretty. Yeah, I think we'll head down to Aruba. And maybe up to Cancun. No, Jamaica. I'll let Jamaica, Havana, Florida. It's our Caribbean tour. That's probably St. John's down there. The airport. One thing I'm noticing about flying oceanic is, or over the ocean, I should say, not necessarily over the oceanic. Flying over the ocean, it kind of changes your depth perception, your distance perception.
Southwest 133 contact San Juan Oceanic Center on 124.902. Enjoy your afternoon.
124.902 Southwest 133, good day. 124.902. Southwest 133 at flight level 330.
Southwest 133, good afternoon. Radar contact.
You're gonna clear me down to a level here. I guess I'm inside of 40. Turn at St. Thomas. And we're going to head towards St. Martin VOR. 113 even. I'd love for you to let me descend now. That's really rugged. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and clear myself down to 10,000. Or to 20, I'm going to say. Well, not really clear myself, but I'm going to let the computer take me down if it wants to. So between Sluggo okay, so we got like 50 miles to get down to 16. That'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and clear us down to 16 at least. Runway 2600 or above, so I'm gonna go ahead and say 2600. It's probably not what I'm cleared for. No, I'm cleared to 16. Here we go.
Southwest 133 contact San Juan Oceanic Center on 128.12. Have a good afternoon.
128.12, Southwest 133, good day. Southwest 133 with you, descending to 16,000 feet.
Southwest 133, good afternoon. Radar contact.
You got the speed brakes out. Why are we not slowing this puppy down? There we go, finally. Go ahead, put those bad boys out. Trying to slow us down a little bit. You're demanding 291. Well, we're gonna get 291. Excuse me. And that's up. Speed brake's up. Should be able to maintain that. We'll just keep an eye on it. We are on profile. Go ahead and set our auto brakes to 2. You need some auto brake, or some speed brake I should say. Speed's getting a little wonky. As far as I know, it's still demanding 191. I'm gonna give it a little bit of speed brake here. Just to keep it on. I'm going to go ahead and say 10,000, even though it is probably going to be different. But I'm not going to stop the plane from descending at this point. Slight speed brake, slight. Say altimeter at Tango, November, Charlie, Mike.
Altimeter is 29907 at Princess Juliana International.
Roger, Southwest 133. Okay, well, now we got...
Southwest 133, contact Juliana approach on 128.904. Have a good afternoon.
128.904, Southwest 133, good day. 904. 128.904. Niner 4? Southwest 133 with you, descending to 10,000 feet. I can't. Southwest 133 with you, descending to 16,000 feet. Southwest 133 with you, descending to 16,000 feet. I don't think we're going to get a response. Well, I can't tune that frequency. Southwest 133 with you at 14,000 feet. I'm going blind into this. I have no frequencies. Southwest 133 with you at flight level 130.
Southwest 133, good afternoon.
Oh, goodness.
Radar contact. Continue descent via the Oliva-1 arrival. For the RNAV approach to runway 10 at Princess Juliana International. Southwest 133, you are off course. Turn left heading 130 to return to course.
Heading 130, Southwest 133. Let's go down to 2600 or above. .23 low, but we're still on profile. Yeah, well. You know what?
Southwest 133, resume navigation.
Resume navigation, Southwest 133. They're gonna say we're off course, but I don't care. See, this thing didn't have this point. It's a discontinuity between the data for Pilot2ATC and this. Kind of annoying. You know.
Southwest 133, you are off course.
Yeah, you can.
Turn left heading 130 to return to course.
I don't have any speed brakes out. This is all this. Because we got this wind. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and level change at 240.
Southwest 133, resume navigation.
Roger, Southwest 133. Yeah, we aren't going to make this. I don't think we're going to make this. We're sure as hell not going to make this. Nope. We are not going to make this. Southwest 133 is going around. A lot of good that did us.
Southwest 133 clear for RNAV approach runway 10 contact tower on 118.7, enjoy your afternoon.
Southwest 133 is going around. This thing's no longer listening to me. I'm just trying to figure out what it's doing.
Southwest 133 slow to 250 knots or less.
What are you doing?
Southwest 133 expedite speed reduction to 250 knots.
Roger, Southwest 133. Oh, I know why.
Southwest 133 expedite speed reduction to 250 knots. Southwest 133 expedite speed reduction to 250 knots.
Actually, it's 240.
Southwest 133 expedite speed reduction to 250 knots.
Roger, Southwest 133. Yeah, I hear ya. Just get me back on profile, please. I wish I had an idea about what this thing was doing, but Southwest 133 inbound at 6,000 feet, requesting vectors to the RNAV approach for a one-way 10.
Southwest 133, say again.
Southwest 133 inbound at 5,900 feet, requesting vectors to the RNAV approach for runway 10 right. They're not going to get that. Alright, well, it's up to us. Reinitialize. Just get down. Level change. Start slowing her down. 200. Can you tell I'm tired? Flaps 5. Gear down. I have to do it visual. Take me down to 1,000, please. All right. Pilot2ATC, you let me down. Oh. Alright, well, I'll hold. If I just slow down to 150. That's wonderful. 3 more stages of FAPS, please. Now. Alright. $145 should be our VREF. Go ahead and give it flaps 40. And I'm going to take it off of autopilot. It's all disengaged. I have the airplane. And I have no glide slope indicator, so we're gonna fly this old school. a little bit. Now we're sinking.
1,000.
Too high. Too high.
Yeah, I understand that.
Approaching 10.
Sink rate. Sink rate. 500. 400.
Actually, not doing too bad.
Minimum. 100.
Can I hit those people on the beach?
50. 40. 30.
Oh, there's a fence there. I think we just took it out with our landing gear.
10.
Everything is out. $60 knots. Reverser's off. What are you doing? Stop. I'm not even going to talk to ATC. I'm a little angry right now. The fact that didn't work. Oh, this is a turnaround runway. That's right.
On runway 28.
Well, I didn't destroy the airplane. I guess that's a plus, right? Cool looking place, though. Yeah, I definitely think St. Martin is on the bucket list of places to go. Okay, so main terminal gates are going to be right up here. They're going to slow her down a little bit. There we go. And we're going to turn you like that. Because I don't want to get my wings in your cockpits. That's what she said. Alright. This looks like a good spot right over here. Well, I can't see you. Where do I stop? Yeah, we're destroying things. I think that's good. Guess we'll find out. Oops. I was so off on that one. It wasn't even funny. Alright. Well, that was a bust. Alright, flaps are up. Alright. Oh. Probably need to make some repairs to the aircraft after that one, but it's all good. And I'm done. You guys have a great night.